1984, by George Orwell. The main character, Winston Smith, is part of the ruling party in the city of London, in a fictional nation called Oceania. Winston, like all the other people in Oceania, is subjected to being watched by Big Brother. Big Brother is the term used to describe the ruling party's surveillance. They watch everything Winston does through television screens. The ruling party has also implemented a new language they created, Newspeak, which has removed all words that describe political rebellion. In Oceania, having rebellious thoughts is illegal. This thought crime is considered the worst of all crimes. Winston is frustrated by the suffering and restriction his party places on him. The party outlaws things such as free thought, sex, and expression of individuality. Winston has begun eyeing one of the leaders in the party, O'Brien. Winston believes he is a secret member of the Brotherhood who is working to overthrow the party. Winston's job in the party is in the Ministry of Truth, in which they edit the historical records to the needs of the party. At work, he notices an attractive dark-haired girl who is always looking at him. Now, get this. He believes she may be an informant who will turn him in for his thought crime. The party has been lying about always being allied with East Asia in an ongoing war, and this has bothered Winston. His knowledge of the party's lies makes him question the party, especially when they tell the nation that Emmanuel Goldstein, the alleged leader of the Brotherhood, is the most dangerous man in society. At night, Winston likes to walk through the poorest neighborhoods in London and envy the proles, who remain somewhat free from the party's surveillance. You won't see this coming, because one day at work, Winston receives a note from the dark-haired girl named Julia saying, "I love you." The two begin a secret affair, always on the lookout for Big Brother. Winston is convinced that he's going to get caught for either the affair or his diary. Winston uses the diary to record his thoughts, particularly his hatred of the party and Big Brother. As Winston and Julia grow closer, Winston's hatred for the party increases. Eventually, Winston gets the message he had been waiting for. O'Brien wants to meet with him. Winston and Julia visit O'Brien at his luxurious apartment. O'Brien is a member of the Inner Party, which allows him an extravagant lifestyle, while Winston is part of the Outer Party. O'Brien then reveals to them that he is actually a member of the Brotherhood and welcomes the two of them into the fight. Here's the kicker. O'Brien then gives them a copy of Emmanuel Goldstein's Manifesto of the Brotherhood. Winston and Julia go back to their apartment, where Winston reads the manifesto aloud. As they are reading it, armed soldiers barge in and seize them. Mr. Charrington, the owner of the store Winston bought the diary at, is secretly a part of the Thought Police. He turned them in. The police separate Winston from Julia and take him to a place called the Ministry of Love. Winston suddenly learns that O'Brien is a party spy who pretended to be a part of the Brotherhood to catch Winston in a rebellious act. O'Brien spends the next few months torturing Winston. Then, one day he brings him to room 101, where he is told he will face his greatest fear: rats. O'Brien begins to lower down a cage of rats that will eat Winston's face. As they begin to lower over Winston, he cries out to stop and to do it to Julia instead. This is what O'Brien was looking for all along. He stops the cage and takes the broken Winston, who has given up on Julia, back into society. When Winston sees Julia, he has no interest in her anymore. Winston returns to work with an undying loyalty to the party and Big Brother. Thank you for watching. I hope you got some value. Like and subscribe if you found the video to be helpful.